Hi guys, it's Joseph with an F here today, and I am recording a build video for you guys. So this is for my Sunset Valley 2022 save. If you follow me on Twitter, a couple months ago, I tweeted quite a bit about how I'm starting a save where I'm going back through and renovating every EA lot and giving every family a makeover in Sunset Valley. No CC and no store content, but just so that it's updated for all of the expansions. Not every stuff pack, but every expansion, just so that I love Sunset Valley. It's my favorite Sims 3 world, probably favorite game in the entire franchise, if I'm being honest. And I just wanted it to have, more options for things to do. So, I realized in Sunset Valley, there's nowhere for your teens to go. They can go to the beach, or they can go, to the park and stuff, but there's not that many places for them to, hang out and do things. So I was like, okay, what about a bowling alley? And it spiraled into a bowling alley and arcade. So this is Sunset Lanes. I thought it was kind of a fun name. So here you can see I'm just testing how big the bowling alley object is. It's huge, and I wanted to have 4. I knew that, just so that there's plenty of space for Sims to come. So yeah, this is generally what it looks like, and then there is a second floor with a balcony area. There's a lot more to do here than just bowling and arcade games. There's also ping pong. There's one of those spinny, rotatey, gyroscopic thingies from Showtime. I use a lot of Showtime in this pack, actually. There's also a little quick drink bar, not a full bar, because I didn't want there to be a bartender. I figured it'd get a little weird. Yeah, and I think there's a shuffleboard table. There's just a lot to do. Oh, and 2 photo booths, which I love using photo booths because also that gives your young adult Sims places to woohoo. So as you can see here, I'm just filling it in with tiles and things. It's getting really dark. It's very boxy. There are no curves in this because I was basing it off of quite a few pictures. Originally I was like, oh, I'm going to do a throwback, kind of 60s, 70s one. And then I was like, no, that's a little too much. And you can see here, I put that roof on there and then it looked like a house. So I was like, no, I can't do that. So I just used house walls to fill it in. And it ends up having this really interesting color scheme that's blue, red, orange, and gray, which that's not I don't use red much in my builds because I'm not a huge fan of it. But yeah, that's kind of the color scheme I went with on the outside and on the inside, which was very interesting. So here I'm just placing the stairs so that your Sims can get up to the second floor. I just knew I wanted there to be a balcony, an overlook over, a place where you can sit and overlook and see the bowling alley. I don't know, I just like those. 2 stories. And then also there's a way you can go out, and I have a keg outside eventually with a sim nub object. You know, the things that come with ambitions, where your Sims throw a stick and knock it over and all that. There are the bathrooms. Fun fact, I put stuff in them and then forget to work on them until the end of the entire video. So bathrooms at the very end, right before screenshots. So here I'm just putting in the debug lighting. I use the debug lighting in every lot. It is no CC. It is just in debug, so it shouldn't affect your game. Yeah, and the reason I ended up using the red color in this lot so much is literally just because of the red on the windows. Those base game floor to ceiling windows, whenever you place them down, they had red, and I was like, I actually I'm really digging the red color. So there we go. Right now I'm adjusting the columns for the walkway. This is also in quite a few pictures, inspiration pictures I had. It was this weird walkway with neon lighting leading to the front door. I couldn't do neon lighting just because I couldn't make it fit, but there we go. Picking windows. Nothing exciting, honestly, right now. And I did that thing where I place down everything and then I recolor. So we're just getting a lot of window action. And fun fact, I don't know, I think I said fun fact a lot in this video already. I actually recorded this video on March 15th and then a little bit on the 16th. And today it is Saturday, May 21st. So it has been well over 2 months since I recorded this in my dorm. Yeah, so I don't actually remember a whole lot that goes on in it, other than when I edited it down for this, so yeah. Oh, I also knew I wanted to use the cypress trees, because you can't really 100% see where we're at, but in the world, this is nearby the single mom's house and where the consignment store is placed by default. I actually moved that around. You'll see, I'll release this save sooner or later one day. It will be this year. I know that. I trust on it. And this is not the last build video you're going to build or renovation video you're going to see from this save. So here I'm just pulling out vending machines, and this is the ping pong table. There we go, and just pulling out everything I want to use so that I know I have it. I don't know why I pulled out that hot tub. I was just going through all of the Showtime stuff and being like, oh, I forgot this is in there. That's the gyroscopic thing I was talking about. The one that your Sims get in and then it spins them all around and they can get sick. Kind of fun. Yeah, this is just me going through Showtime and being like, oh, this stuff's kind of cool. We don't end up using those wall lights because I just couldn't make them fit with the windows, but they're very cool objects. I also absolutely love the photo booth that came with Showtime. The one that came with University is fine, but the Showtime one with the lights is so pretty. I just really like the mesh. And here I'm picking the seating. I wanted it to be like the seats with the coffee tables so that your Sims can get a drink or a snack and then also come and watch their friends bowl. I think that's kind of realistic. I end up using these sectional seats from Showtime, and then I don't use the matching end table for them, the coffee table thing. I end up using one from Late Night because it actually looks like a coffee table. If you use the one from Showtime, it just looks like another seat, which I didn't enjoy. So this is that. Oop. Or do I not end up I guess I don't end up using any end table stuff. Whatever. It was also a struggle trying to find coffee tables, but I went with these Seasons ones that I never use. Okay, I do end up using end tables. I thought I was going crazy. I know there's a lot of camera work. This video was originally 2 hours, just under 2 hours long, and I was like, I can't do that. So it's sped up slightly more than the rest of my build videos. Sorry about that, but if you wanted to see this, it had to be like that, or else it'd be in 2 parts, and I didn't want to do that. So here I'm starting to use the brick. See, like I said, I settled on this gray one. I really enjoy it. And this is me deciding I wanted to go with blue, because, I don't know, bowling screams like blue to me. I don't know why. Like blue and purple. But I ended up going with red. Yeah, I guess this is technically stucco, maybe? It's a rock and stone texture. See, this is where I got the red. It's not like a, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of almost like a pinky red, if that makes sense. It's more verging on the edge of pink rather than orange red. If you look at a color wheel, you know what I mean. Yeah, ooh, sorry, the camera is flipping around crazy. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I can include as much red as possible. Right here, I'm seeing if maybe I should make the top of the roof gray, like a plain one, and then I ended up not doing that because I did not like how it looked. I don't believe I did, at least. Unless my mind is deceiving me. I don't know. But as you can see, the whole shape is together now. And I actually really enjoy it came out. If you've followed me for a while, you know, I struggle a lot at doing builds on my own. I'm really good at renovating and recreating stuff and then fixing the recreations, but I don't think I'm very good at building things on my own. So I was really proud of how this one came out. I think I don't know, it's simple, and it gives your teens and younger Sims things to do. You could totally go out with your friends or take your Sims on a little date. Aww. Take your little teen Sims out on one of their little dates. You know, not something as big as going to the bistro, but you can come here and then maybe you can go see a movie. I think that's cute. I also worked a lot with metal and plastic textures in this build. I don't really know why, but I don't know. I'm not complaining. I never really used that much metal. And here I'm doing this fun little lattice work. I don't know why. I just wanted to do this. I saw someone do this in a Sims 4 build, and I was like, oh, I'm inspired. So I stole it from them. It's also... Yeah, I also put it in front of on top of the door that goes to the outside of the balcony. Yep, and you can see there's a keg out there already. Not that your teen Sims should drink that, I guess. In my game, I would not have my teen Sims do that, even though they're allowed to. I will not. It is illegal in my game. Yep, here I'm just placing down walls. And now I'm recoloring stuff, certain build objects. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, I end up getting rid of one of those vending machines and only keeping the drink one and then one of the snack ones. And this was before I even decided to have a little bar area. So one thing I did know coming into this build was that I did want to have light floorboards, because I've never seen a bowling alley that has dark floorboards. They always have really light ones, and then also like the carpet, which, ooh, don't fret, don't be worried now. I did include the weird tacky carpet. You can see me go through a ton of textures later on. Yeah, see, pull out a bar. This was, okay, if this was The Sims 2, I would have pulled out one of those big, like food stands that automatically have like a vendor there. That's what I would have done. So this was kind of the vibe behind that. Because like, if you throw a party here, you might want to get like quick meals, you know? I think you can do that. That's another reason why I got the vending machines too. So see, I just wanted to like have things for your Sims to do. And I was thinking also like, okay, you can go, boop, 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 boop. I like to have my Sims throw parties at community lots, especially like birthday parties, because I don't know, whenever I was growing up, my mom always had birthday parties for us at the roller skating rink. So this is like what that's filling. Like I could see you having like your child Sim aging up to a teenager birthday party here. There's the Sim Nub thing. And originally I put 2 foosball tables, and I was like, that's not gonna work. You can't go to the bathroom comfortably because Sims 3 Sims routing is weird sometimes. So I also moved down the ping pong table, decided not to. That one goes back upstairs. Basically the whole downstairs is a little bit different. Like a lot of things move upstairs. And here I'm trying to make those wall panels work. I end up not doing it. Because like I would only be able to make them stay right there, and like that just seems a little out of place. Maybe one day I'll build like a bar or maybe a dance club for Sunset Valley, and I could use those. Okay, this is something I really enjoyed about the build. I decided that I wanted to have like a little fake green turf stuff under the Sim Nub thing outside to like even make it pretend like, ooh, you're on grass, but it's not. I thought that was really realistic. I know a lot of places in real life that do that. Oh yeah, skee ball, and then some of the games from Supernatural. I forgot the Supernatural actually came with like modern stuff, if that makes any sense. Like that claw machine, and then whack-a-mole, or a gnome? Yeah, smack a gnome, actually, it just said. Yeah, I did end up putting foosball tables in the build, just not where they were originally. One thing I was concerned about with this build was if I put too much in, it might attract too many Sims to the lot, and then it'll be a little buggy to play in. But I don't think you'll run into that problem. I really don't. But if you're worried about it, I would say delete the foosball tables and maybe a few of the arcade games upstairs, and that should do it. Yep, put a little sink there too. And a snow cone machine. I thought that was fun. I didn't want to use the popcorn machine because that's store content and I have it in my game, but I figured a snow cone machine would fit better too. Just kind of fun. Again, for your little, like your younger Sims. See, I kind of forgot about the bathrooms, so I will put these objects in here for the bathrooms, and then I literally won't come back and recolor or anything. I just leave it like that until the end of the build. So that's me being a bad builder. Yeah, so here I'm just doing like more tweaks, like, okay, here's the lighting. And you notice I put the speakers around the whole thing. I don't know how many speakers you're supposed to have in a build. Like, I don't know if you're only supposed to have one or what, but I put a few. Like, there's one in the front, one next to the bar, and then I think there's one upstairs, and then even outside on the balcony too. So just plenty of opportunities to listen to music. I didn't really know what to put in this area, so I ended up putting some sort of bulletin board. I don't think it ends up being this one. I ended up putting a bulletin board and then like a table with some objects on it, like a plant. I don't know how realistic that is actually, but imagine like if we had a bowling trophy case, like what they have in The Sims 4 that came with bowling night stuff. That's what would be there. Like I think they would have like this like bowling team champs 1984 or something. Oh, so I did end up putting a pool table downstairs. I could have sworn I put one of the shuffleboard tables, but I don't know. I do put some outdoor seating out here with umbrellas, which I thought was kind of fun. Using a lot of Showtime in this build, like those chairs are from Showtime too. I don't really know why. I guess Showtime did come with a lot of stuff for your Sims to like do. Like there's karaoke and there's skee ball, the photo booths. I was trying to put those outdoor lights up here, but I just couldn't make them look nice. so they don't exist anymore. Same thing, I'm trying to put these UV lights here. No. It's okay. UV light, just say black light, Joseph, jeez. Again, those lights are from Showtime. I don't really know what it is. I guess I was just like, I don't use Showtime enough. Let's make a build where I use all of Showtime, basically. Yep. I don't know. I think Sunset Valley is a place that would really, like, benefit from having a bowling alley, too. Just because, I don't know, I love Sunset Valley. It's, like I said, my favorite world. But there's not much to do once you get the other packs. Like, once you're, like, you get late night and you have the ability to have bars, or, like, Showtime where you have the ability to do other things like karaoke, you realize like Sunset Valley doesn't really have much because it's not set up in the way for that, so you have to build all these lots. So this will be good for you guys. Oh yeah, this is going to be up for download too. Wait. Yeah, I can put it up for download. I couldn't remember if I was going to do that because it's going to be in the save, so you could just steal it from the save. But yeah, I'll put it up for download for you guys. So like check the description for that. It'll be a link. Yeah, so see, I'm starting to like recolor some things, and I decided to put a slightly different color of blue on the inside. There's also some orange, but like it's just barely different from the color on the outside. The outside color is a little more green, this one's a little more blue. Ooh. Here I'm trying to figure out the correct textures to make it orange, because like a lot of the rock and stone and paint textures have like weird gritty bits in them, and I was like, well, that's not realistic. Sometimes you just want a smooth wall. So here I go. See, this is where I kind of nail it. I also thought about having that weird white thing on the bottom. Didn't end up keeping that. Didn't look nice. I'm just looking back at it and I'm like, where am I going with this? But I think I remember. I'm just really proud of how this came out. Like, and if you watch, I think you can see it in the first Sunset Valley rotation stream upload that I reposted on here. You can see that I take Ethan and Parker here, and it works really well. Granted, Parker had his curfew, so he had to go home, but they came out here and it was great. And this is just what I wanted. I wanted a place for your teens to be able to come and hang out. Yeah, here's where we start working on the carpet. So this is me going through a billion different textures, trying to figure out what makes like the perfect ugly bowling alley carpet. And I come back to the bubble one because it just had a lot of little, like, I think it had 4 color channels. Yeah, I think I just, see, this is what I do. I have like scatterbrain when it comes to builds. I'll just place something and then I'll come back to it like a billion minutes later. So again, I'm fiddling with the walls, deciding maybe I should go with like a beige color. Undid all of it. Now we come back to changing the color. So I also make the carpet the base blue, but then it has all this like gross green, yellow, and red in it, and I think it's nice. It's like subtle but also ugly, so I think it fits the bowling alley vibe. I don't know what I'm checking here. Oh, we're moving on to the leather of the seats, because I've never been to a bowling alley that doesn't have like gross leather seats, so again, I think this is also one of my more realistic builds when it comes to like textures and things and colors. I don't know, I was just really proud of it. And I built it while I was in college, so it's even more like, ooh, because I don't know, if you followed me for a while, you'll know that like being in college, my brain was like not on The Sims and my channel and stuff. It was just like, I'm working. Oh, I paused here. I was working, and I was also like, I'm a theater major, so I'm doing stuff. And also, I'm in college, so I'm trying to be social. Yeah. My friend Deanna actually found my Twitch, and now she is going to watch my streams and my videos. So hi Deanna, if you are watching my bowling alley build. Hello and welcome. Yeah, one thing I do hate about these little coffee table, end table thingies is that there's no center slot for objects. So like, I wanted those aloe vera plants to be centered. I couldn't do it, so I just had them on either side. It was very frustrating. And then I put magazines. I know that is not realistic to a bowling alley or an arcade, but I don't know. I thought maybe, it looked weird just keeping them empty, you know? Again, back to Showtime, I use a lot of these posters that they had. Like, that's not the only one I leave in. I think I put more on, yeah, these walls over here. They're just so good, and they're like the perfect size to go in between the windows. Oop, I'm stealing the texture from the coffee table. Yeah, everything matches in here too, which was something I really wanted to make sure. Because, like, if you go to a business, they're going to have the same fabric on the bar stools and on the dining chairs or whatever. I don't know. Again, realism. And then I did put Formica on the top of the tables because that's also realistic. And I can just imagine they never feel clean. No matter how many times like the people wash them off or like wipe them down, they never feel clean. They always feel like they're greasy or like have stuff on them because like little kids have their birthday parties here and little kids are kind of gross sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just placing these wall lights, or not wall, the ceiling lights down. And I ended up going with these more modern ones, except for the places where I wanted there to be like accent lighting. So like above the bar and I believe above the pool table upstairs, they have those nicer ones. And here I'm like cutting down on the lights on the debug lights because obviously I put in real lights. I do like to keep debug ones in though, sometimes just because they're they light up the space a lot nicer. Like Sims 3 is my favorite game of all time, I will say, but its lighting is not the best. And I have some lighting mods in, but like that just changes the sky and the water. It doesn't change like how the lighting actually works in game. So I use debug lights in everything I do. But since they're not CC, I don't feel bad about them. Okay, here I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm trying to find, like, that menu object from Late Night. There we go, that one. So it's like, you have prices, so you can get, like, if this was a real bar, you would be able to, like, nachos, or, like, mozzarella sticks, because that's the kind of stuff you get at a bowling alley. Or, oh, the one in my hometown, we don't have a great bowling alley, but we do have one. You can get pizza there, and the pizza is actually not bad. Pizza and burgers, again, I don't know how much you should trust that, but it isn't bad. Here I'm just recoloring the foosball tables. It would be really cool, I noticed this while building this, if you could recolor the the team colors of the little players in the foosball table, that would be kind of cool. And the skee ball ones, I wanted to make the skee ball machines orange to match with the orange and blue scheme I kind of have in the entire thing. And I don't know if your Sims will actually play pool here, because the pool table is really big, and I don't know if they have enough space to do it, but it fills the space really nicely, so I think it makes up for it. I wanted to put a plant in here, one that looks like it's totally fake, and they never take care of it, because it's a fake plant, so like, if this is real life, it would be covered in dust. Yeah, I was also trying to like use this university, like the nerd shop or comic book store objects, and then I was like, no, because again, I was thinking like trophy case. Like in the bowling alley, it would have like a bowling ball and be like champs of 82 or whatever, but you don't have that. I used this table from Fastlane for the first time. It's always in like the default swatch is metal, so I never think about using it. So yeah. See, I just put random stuff on this table because I was like, what am I going to do? So there's a plant, there's a box toy thing from University, and I think that's honestly it. Another poster. See, I love these posters, they're so nice. And I feel like it's the kind of thing some businesses would put up to be like, see kids, we're hip, but, you know, they're not. They're just trying to attract a younger audience to their business. Yeah. And also you can see I kind of forgot about the outside, so I hadn't recolored the table and chairs yet, but I do come back to that. Just placing down lights, very interesting. I ended up putting more seating upstairs. I don't know why, but maybe like if you're waiting to use the photo booth, you would want to sit there? I don't really know. I just needed something. Oh, I do end up using that cutout from university. Yeah, I just don't end up using the superhero one. I use the orc one, and in my mind, that's because it's a character in a video game that they have. So they're like, oh, we got the cutout. Yep. Sorry, I'm like saying a lot. Yep, I come back outside, and here we go. So I ended up going with orange, because I realized, like, okay, the main scheme was like blue, red, and orange, and I hadn't put any orange on the outside, just on the inside, so I was like, let's bring that outside. I don't know, I was just really proud of how this turned out. Oh, and then I did purple and green for the keg because I wanted to do like the most outrageous colors. Fixing some wall textures. And then I put down some of these lights for the sim nub thing because it was just weird that like it was completely in the dark, and like I don't know, for some reason I thought it would be like kind of fun or like aesthetic to play it in the dark or when it's like nighttime. Here I have to redo the entire half wall because I decided I wanted this red texture, and you can't just drag and drop it to the entire thing. You would have to drag and drop the texture to the like every single individual wall tile or half wall tile thingy, and I was like, nah, so I just decided to redo it, but it's no big deal. It made me reanalyze my painting skills. Okay, again, more lighting outside, and here's where we start the landscaping. So I just go with some bushes mainly, and then I was like, let's bring in some flowers. So here I put in, I did go with white and orange. I don't think I ended up going with the red. Maybe? Ooh, maybe not. This is what I get for filming this 2 months ago and only doing the voiceover now. No. Please don't tell me I just stayed with the white. Whatever. It doesn't look bad. Ooh, I undid it all. Orange and white. Those are too small. Are they? I don't know. I do that thing also with those flowers. I like to rotate them a lot, so you can see they're just rotating, and that's because, even though I didn't end up using them, but I rotate them because I don't want them all to be facing the same way, because is it a video game? Yes, but that is so unrealistic. I use some of these little taller bushes thingies. I put them behind the columns. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of cute and it broke it up a little bit. Here we go. I knew I used orange flowers somewhere, so yeah, I mixed those in with some white ones in the bushes. The boxwood bushes, my favorite bush in the whole game. Yeah. And that's really it for landscaping. I put those tiles down so that I can spray the terrain paint without it like overflowing onto the regular grass. A fun little build tip. There you go. And see, I come back to the bathroom. So this is really the end of the build after these bathrooms are done. I don't know what to tell you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. I'm not going to beat that into your head. You know what to do. And I'll leave you with the screenshots. And be on the lookout for Sunset Valley 2022 save file coming soon. Bye, guys.